Hi guys, welcome to Karen's Corner. This is the second time I'm filming this video. I had it all filmed and I deleted it again because it was me complaining the whole time. And I don't want to make a complain video. So let's get all the complaining out of the way. I'm gonna explain it to you. I had two creative advent calendars. One was art by Marlene. This is the logo, art by Marlene. You can see it. And one was cats on apple trees. I'm gonna show you that later. So I was very excited for these, and yeah, the first day I opened this one, I got this. Let's open it. I got this quote: "Find your inner peace," on a bit of chipboard, black and white. It was. I thought, yeah, it was just a disappointment, and I couldn't get it out of there, so I had to go in with scissors and try to get it out, and that happened every time there was one like these or one like this, or the stamps, you just couldn't get them out. So that was really annoying, and I just really didn't like this. It was, I thought, maybe some of you really love them. It's just me, of course, this is my opinion, but I thought it was a bit of a letdown, and we got a few of those. I thought it was a bit cheap. So we got a lot of items, and it was over 60 euros, I think, about 60 euros. And it's not worth it. I mean, there are lots of items in here, and most of them are really awesome, but a lot of them... Anyway, I didn't think it was worth the money. But of course, you don't only pay for what's in there, you also pay for the experience of opening a little thing every day and getting a little present and making something with it, because it was a creative calendar. So yeah, so what else did I want to complain about? Okay, this thing was the final present, so that was awesome. It's an awesome cute little art journal, and I already made something in it. But you know, she should have put this on number 1, because then you can use it. So now you have used all of this, and at the end you get this. I thought that was so stupid. I'm sorry. So I didn't really like that. I do love the journal. It's really fun, and it's such a wonderful present. But put it on the day 1 and not some stupid quote on a little bit of chipboard. Anyway, that's how I felt through the whole month about this calendar. You also got these, and I thought, oh, that's fun. This is fun. Cute little books with, this one is a lot of black and white, but the other ones were very colorful. And it was really fun, but at a certain moment, you got 3 of them. 3 days in a row, and I thought, oh, or maybe 2 days, and then one day something else, and then another one, and then you think, yeah, I know. But still, when you see it like this, it's fun. But at that moment, it wasn't that fun. And also, it wasn't Christmassy. I mean, the calendar looked awesome. It was very funny. It was very red and green, and a Christmas lady in front, and Christmas ornaments and stuff around. It was a really fun calendar to look at, but there was nothing Christmassy in there, except for this one. It's a snowflake. So it was, in that way, it was really a disappointment. And also, like I said, some of the items you really had to put scissors in there to get it out, like the stamps. And then other items had fallen, like this one of these had fallen down, so I had an empty pocket, and I thought, what's in here? Nothing. What? So that was one day of disappointment. But the other day I got 2 presents, so okay. That happens with advent calendars. But this one was either you couldn't get it out or it was gone. Anyways, so there was this little block in there, which if you stamp a little bit, you already have stuff like this, but it is a really nice one. So all in all, it was nice, but it was just not what I expected. So it was not Christmassy, and I really, really didn't like the quotes. And I got a stamp that I really didn't like the quote. It was just not, yeah. One thing I absolutely loved about this one, is that you got masks, stencils, what you call them, like these, with no border around them. So you've got 3 leaves, you've got 3 flowers, and you've got 3 borders. And yes, you got 3 each time, but they fell down. So I had 1 border one day, and on the other day I had this and this. But anyway, that doesn't matter. It was really fun. I love these. I really like that they put dies in there, because I never used these, and now I had to. So that kickstarted me using a bit more of these cutting dies. And yeah, Anyway, I wanted to get this out of the way. I've been talking for about 5 minutes, I think. So it was a lot of disappointment, but still it was also fun. But yeah, I just wanted to get this out of the way. Did you have this calendar? I know 2 other people who had these, and they were very disappointed as well. Although they were fun days. I mean, there's a lot of fun stuff in here. It's just not what you expect from a Christmas advent calendar. To be fair, the Cats on Apple Trees Christmas advent calendar also didn't have that much Christmas. It was just a hat, some antlers, and I think a snowman. I think that was the winter part, Christmas part. But you knew that beforehand because it looked more like an autumn advent calendar. The colors were a bit autumn-like, and you could see what was inside. Now, I never liked that. I loved that you didn't know what was inside the Art by Marlene calendar. It's just that one was really Christmas-like, and you expected Christmas stuff, and it just didn't come. This one, I knew wasn't that much Christmas in there, so I was prepared. That's it. So I hope next year she'll learn, because last year we had all the same kind of stamps, and that got a little bit boring after a while. This time it's a variation of stamps and paper, and you know, it's really nice. It's just, yeah. Okay, let's stop complaining. I'll try not to complain while doing this, because like I said, this is the second time I'm filming this because, yeah, I complained so much. Okay. So, having said that, last year, I had 4 advent calendars. The year before I had 3, the year before I had 2. So what's gonna happen this year? Okay, so every morning I started breakfast, before breakfast actually, I opened my Disney advent calendar with all kinds of cute little Disney books in it, with all kinds of Christmas stories, and one of them was Alice. So I really needed it. It's such a cute little book. So it was day 20. I had to wait a long time for this one. So every morning when I had breakfast, I read this. I had a little cute Christmas story. That was fun. I also had a Disney advent calendar. This was on sale, by the way. And the other calendar that I had was also on sale. It was filled with little mini puzzles. And I love doing little mini puzzles. So every morning I had a little puzzle. I had a little book. And after I finished breakfast, I sat down and took out... and used what I took out of the Art by Marlene calendar, and also the Cats on Apple Trees calendar. So that was fun. I had this little routine every morning. I loved it. So, let's get started with the Art by Marlene. So, one more time, I really didn't like this. But let's get started. So, the first day I only had this Find Your Inner Peace quote, and yeah, that was it. So I had Art by Marlene background paper, and this is by Dilutions, the Christmas collage sheet. So I thought it was really fun. So I used it in a way I thought, well, okay, it's nice. And then the next day, of course, there wasn't that much because I already had used this. So there was this stamp. It was a really fun stamp. And I just used some background paper by Dilutions, a Christmas duck with, of course, shimmery dots. And I used a stamp like this as a little border. So the next day, of course, I used the stamp again. But that was all I had, because then I got this. And you can't really use this. Can you? Yes, you can. So I put some ink on here, and I sprayed it with a bit of water, and then I just stamped it like this. So the background is actually stamped with a bit of ink. I think distress ink. And then I just put some Dilutions over it again. This is a Christmas tree. It says over here, it's a tree. Otherwise you wouldn't have known. I think it's funny. And I used the stamp again. So the fourth day, you got one of those wonderful stencils. I really, really love those stencils. So, but there was just one in there, because the rest had fallen out. I got that next day. But it doesn't matter. Anyway, so I got this one, and I used background paper by Art by Marlene again. This is Art by Marlene, a die cut block, same as this one. So I made this page, and it was absolutely fun to make. And then I used the stencil. The next day I got another one of these, and I got this snowflake die. And well, I used the stamp again, and it was really fun to make, one of a kind. Then I got one of these again. I really didn't like them. Tried to tear it off the chipboard, and then it tore. So that was not a very happy day. But oh well, I made a shimmery page with a really funny bird on it. And of course I used the stamp again. And because this tore, I thought, what do I do? It's very ugly. Well, you just put a glittery dot on it and everything is okay again. And then the next day I got this, like I said, this one I really didn't like. It's cute, but when you use this once or twice, okay. It says create every day and keep the doctor away. It's really funny. So I created with the stuff that I already had. I had the stamp, I had the cutting die and the stencils. So I made this. And at this point I thought, okay, this is not going to be a Christmas calendar. I don't really like all the things. Let's just let go of it and enjoy the process of making these things. Opening the calendar and see if it's fun or not. And then just, make something. So I just let go of it. So then I made this wonderful rainbow with all these stencils. These stencils, guys, were amazing. And this is a little thing I got out of the Art by Marlene die cut block that I have. So I use Art by Marlene background paper like this, and I have die cut blocks. So this is all Art by Marlene as much as possible. I started out with Dilutions and then I thought I have Art by Marlene stuff. But that was because first I thought it would be Christmas. So I started with a Christmas thing and another Christmas goose and a Christmas tree. And then I thought there's not going to be Christmas, is there? So then I just took out my Art by Marlene, starting here, die cut blocks. And I used those. So it's going to be very colorful pages. So here you have a die cut background and one of those wonderful chipboards again. And then I had this one. I had this die, which I really love the cutting dies because I never use them. I have loads of them. I have a little big shot and I just never use it. I don't know why. So I was forced to use it because I used what was in the advent calendar every day. So I used it with shimmery paper. And this one, she's hanging from the ceiling because I made it upside down. I never do that. Happens to me so often. So anyways, when you encounter joy, let it in. I think this was one of the quotes also. And it is really fun, but upside down. And then I got 3 more wonderful stencils, the flowers. I absolutely love that. And I thought, let's put one of those die cuts from this one as well, from the Art by Marlene die cut block that I have. And put it over here, and it's really fun. Hugs and kisses. So then you got the paper blocks, and that was a surprise. Oh, there's something else, paper blocks, that's fun. You know the rest, there were too many in there. But anyways, I made this, but I thought, what do I do with it? So I like this one the best and this one. And I just made a little background and put this on here. I didn't really like this quote. It's a really fun quote, but I don't agree with it. So I put it on here. It says, if it's not pretty, it's just not finished yet. And then I said, or is it? Who says it has to be pretty? That's just me. But it's a really nice page. I think it's pretty. So then I thought, what shall I do next? I got these leaves and I wanted to use something Christmas again. So I put this duck on here that thinks it's gorgeous. So this is the Dilutions. This is Art by Marlene. Dilutions and Art by Marlene go really well together. And I did it again. It's upside down. Yes. We got another paper block and there was this cute heart in here and this butterfly. So I just cut this out. And it's really hard to think what to do with a square on the paper. Is it nice? It's so different from the pages before. Well, not this one because we got paper as well. But I think it really worked out very well. I like it. This one, absolutely love this. We got paper again. That's like I said, 3 times in a row. But this one is so awesome. Look at that bird. Look at that face. I like it. So I made the background a bit darker and punched out some circles, some dots actually, with a little punch. And then I sponged the edges so that it got a little bit darker. And I just put it on here. And this is the quote of keeping the doctor away. So I did use it again. And it says, hello, my darling. It's always fun to find the right quote with it in my stickers. So this was a fun one to make. I'm really happy with this one. Then we got this beautiful heart stamp and I really loved it. So I cut out a little butterfly again. I used finger painting to get this background. I just felt like it. Used one of those really wonderful quotes from the chipboard that I really like so much. But still, I hope you like the page. And then again, these were so much fun on one hand, but on the other hand, how am I going to use them? So it took a while before I figured out I'm gonna use 2 of these and make it a little bit of a wintry page, and I use this shimmery paper, so I had to use a die cut again, and no, a die cut, a cutting die, but then another one. And like I said, I never do that, so it was really nice to, you know, really had to do it. So I put one of those a little girl from the Art by Marlene die cut block. Cutting die cut, it's all very confusing. This was a fun page to make. Then I had this one. Again, die cuts. No, cutting dies. So that's 2 days in a row cutting dies. So yeah, but it was fun. These arrows are fun. And I still had this one. And what do I do with it? So I thought I found this rabbit head in Art by Marlene die cut block. My gosh. And I thought that's fun. Is there a rabbit in here? If you believe there is, there is. Then we got this little awesome stamp. It is a stamp, if you can see it, mathematics. I have no idea what it all is, but I really like it. I still use it a lot. So I thought I'd put this little clever girl on there, and it says, I may be wrong, but I doubt it. I thought this was a wonderful page. And then I got another paper block, and I thought, what do I do with this? There was nothing that I really liked except this one. So I put a little train in front of it, and this is from the Cats on Apple Trees advent calendar. And I just Art by Marlene background, some stamps, I just put some stuff on it, and it really looks nice. Again, 2 of those wonderful things that I really didn't like, but I think I made a really nice page with it, with background stencils again and little hearts. It was fun. Then, yeah, I got another one of these things that, what did we get? Oh, I think we got new words on chipboard. So I tried to take it off, but it didn't go right. I mean, oh, it said prove them wrong, and I thought, prove who wrong? I have no one to prove anything to. And that was really nice. It's a oh my gosh, I can't say that. Realization? I realized that I have nothing to prove to anyone. That was really nice. So I didn't, who should I prove wrong? So I didn't like the quote, and when I tried to tear it off, it went wrong. So I took the word wrong. I said, well, that went wrong, and then put the parts that I had on here. And then, but I really don't care. So actually, this was a really nice page, because I realized, you know what, I have nothing to prove to anyone. That was really nice. And then the next day we got a button. And yeah, what do I do with a button? I want to create a page. So I just broke it, and I took out the picture, and I made a little bauble out of it, using another stamp that was in there. And I think it looked really nice. So it's a button bauble. And then the last day, well, I just used a bit of the stamps and stencils, and this says prettige feestdagen, which means happy holidays, actually. So because the last day we got the little journal that I would have loved to have, you know, on the first day. But anyway, this is a really fun little thing, isn't it? So yeah, this is a very long video already. Am I going to show the rest? The rest is going to be quicker, because I made a page of this each day, and I made a Cats on Apple Trees page, a Cats on Apple Trees page each day. Whoa, say that 6 times in a row. So that was Art by Marlene. Like I said, not what I expected, but still it was kind of fun. And I had to make a page each day, and sometimes with stuff I didn't like. So it was a challenge, and that was the experience. And then every day I got one of these. So this is 2 years worth of little stamps, and some that I bought from Cats on Apple Trees, not in an advent calendar. These little ones are €3 each, and you got, I think, 3 for free when you bought the advent calendar. So it was also expensive, and I knew what I was getting. I knew it wasn't that much Christmas, just cute little animals, and then some, you know, Christmas hat, antlers, and a snowman. So the first day I got a pufferfish. I'm gonna put these to the side, but I just wanted to show you. So every day I had a little stamp like this. I had a puzzle, I had this little book, and I had something from my Art by Marlene. And then I had to do something with it. It was so much fun. I really want to have an advent calendar right now. Okay, so this side is the cats on apple trees. So the first day I only had this pufferfish. So I decided to let them fly. This was so much fun, guys. So the second day I also had a shrimp. So what do? Make an underwater scene, and I dared the shrimp to, you know, sit on a pufferfish. Okay, then it was also really so much fun to find the right text with it. So I had to go through all my stickers to see if there was something I liked. So cats on apple trees, when you Google it, when you go to their website, you see a lot of these little hills. That's the way they draw. It's always black and white with one little color accent somewhere, a little stamp. And hills like this. So I just drew them myself. And the fun part is you really want to use this way of stamping and drawing, because that's just cats on apple trees. That's really fun. Check it out, guys. Of course you can use it any way you like, but I just love this so much. So I drew lots of these hills. And I wanted to make a Christmas tree. Didn't really work out. It fell over. So that's when I drew the hill and had them fall down a little, because, you know, creativity takes courage. The next day we got an ox. So I've got an ox with... Wait. Oh yeah, we already... When did I get the little hat? Oh, over here I got the little hat. So you had a shrimp, pufferfish and a little Christmas hat. So over here I used the hat again and we got this ox. So what do I do with a pufferfish? You make clouds and shrimp clouds. And today's a good day. I drew again all of these hills. Isn't it awesome? Next day I've got this bird. It's an... I don't know. In Dutch it's ijsvogel. It's a wintry bird, I think. I don't even know. So a lot of fish, and then I drew a branch with birds, of course, with a Christmas hat. Don't forget to fly, because how did this one get up there? I don't know. These are so much fun to make. Next day we got a lantern. So I made this, and it's a beautiful day. And then we got a jellyfish. So I drew this cliff because I wanted something else, another little animal, not only underwater animals. And then this pufferfish is flying away with a shrimp. Keep moving forward. More underwater stuff, because there was a lot of underwater stuff. A squid, so I made this one. Today is full of possibilities because these are flying away. They're flying away a lot. And then the next day I got this really funny, weird looking, is it a weasel? I have no idea what this is. So I did have a skateboard, also from Cats on Apple Trees. And I just drew, again, a cliff over here. And then I put these little birdies on the quote. And you know, I always like drawing this edge around it. So I use it every day because I just love that. And I love that with Cats on Apple Trees as well. This one, shrimp, has got a little hat on. It's so much fun to make. So the next day we got this train that I also used in my Art by Marlene journal. So yeah, what do? You put some fish on wheels and then you have this. Remember to play. The next day we got is it a walrus? So I just, you know, just because, I just put them on top of each other. I know, it's weird, but I love this. It's so much fun. So this only took a few minutes, 5 minutes, up to 10 minutes, because you have to think what you're gonna do and get the color inked and ink. I mean, and but it was really fun, and these were easily made. So the next day I got antlers. What do? You gave a walrus and a bird antlers, and then, you know, a hat and a lantern. Make it in an air balloon. So be scared and do it anyway. Fly away. And then, what was the next day? Oh, this one. It looked so surprised. What's going on? So, well, this is going on. Keep calm and wiggle on. So much fun. This was so much fun. And then we got a broom. Yeah, of course. Miracles happen when you believe. They start flying. And this is also a stamp that they have at Cats on Apple Trees. But I find it really easy to draw myself, so I drew it myself over here, and you see it over here and lots of times. But I only draw these kinds of stones now, because when I use Cats on Apple Trees, because that's the one they use, so I use it. It's really weird, but yeah, it just feels good. So this one, Embrace Beautiful Chaos, I had lots of bunnies and walrus and antlers. So a lot of chaos. So we're at day 16, almost there, guys. I got a drum. So this I stole actually from the advent calendar. When you open it and you get the little stamp out, there was a little picture inside of that stamp. So they had this the squid using the brooms with a drum, and I thought that was so much fun that I just, you know, did it myself. I used their idea and I really like it. It's a little drum band. Let life surprise you. They're very surprised. What do I hear on the water? This was one of my favorites. You had this lovely little penguin sliding, so I thought I'm gonna make hills that are sliding down, and this one just whoops flies away. Best day ever. It's really fun. And then I got this one. Is this an orca? I think it's called an orca. Why limit happy to an hour? So this one is happy. It just jumps out of the water and jumps back in. And then I got a parachute. So let's have some kind of all kinds of animals hanging on parachutes and flying. Adventure is worthwhile, and they're thinking, what are they doing? So then I got this cute weird bird, and well, I thought let's have it walking on drums. And this rabbit is thinking, no, run away. Lots and lots of noise. Again, these rocks that I drew. Next day, you got an oyster. Why? I don't know. So just let a train go on the water with oysters. It's just weird. Do more than exist. Fly away. And then I got, what was this? Oh, a snowman. Find joy in the ordinary. So you're just building a snowman made with 2 pufferfish. I think I took this from the picture from the advent calendar as well, because I thought it was really funny. And you know, have fun sliding down. And then I got a trumpet. So then I thought I need to make a band. So I made a band. One is drumming on the water, and those 2 have trumpets. And you know, it's also really a nice balloon. And the final one was this really weird owl. Look at this. So I gave it a little head and some antlers, and well, together is the best place to be. I absolutely love these cute little stamps. So this was really so much fun to make. And I had this little ritual every morning, and I loved it. So my friend Mario had the same calendars, only she had already opened everything. But every day we made a page, and we sent the page to each other, and we showed it. And yeah, it was really fun to do. What did you make? And we had lots of the same ideas, which was really fun. So in January, we went on with cats and apple trees. We did more. But I'm going to show you that in a different video, because I already talked so much. I hope you liked the video. Like I said, it was a bit of complaining in the beginning, but I wanted to get that out of the way. I hope this time I did a bit better, because it was so much fun to make. And yeah, it's so good to be back, guys. I've missed talking to you so much. So leave comments down below. I would love to know what you think of this. Did you have advent calendars? Do you like them or not? Did you have creative ones? What did you have? And I hope next year there's gonna be even more creative advent calendars. So now we have art by Marlene, cats on apple trees. So other brands, please make more advent calendars, so next year I can have, you know, 2 journals. I don't know. Anyway, it was fun, and like I said, leave some comments, give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And all that's left to say is thanks for watching again, and also groetjes uit Holland. Greetings from Holland. Bye.